Hello friends and enemies. Do you know what time it is?
Picture time. Come on, grab your...
No, not that, but also kind of that. It is heading into summer, and that means convention season, which means we here at Team Weekly Allowance will be busy for a while. And so in the spirit of having all our time eaten up by work, I'm going to post a series of Mythic Legions reviews that are a little more off the cuff, a little quicker. Also, please notice my ring. It's a cucumber or something. I don't really know. Some kind of sliced vegetable. So I don't want to say I'm going to be blasting through these because Mythic Legions are really awesome figures and they don't really deserve to be blasted through, but I am going to go through them a little quicker than I would usually. And I hope that these reviews are still fun and informative for you. Four Horsemen figures are probably my favorite types of figures that we collect. They're just always fun, always super well made, and we were lucky enough to get our little paws on the Mythic Legions. Ooh, where is the name? Well, the name isn't on here, but on the back it has a little blurb. But this is Equaddron. Equaddron? He's a like an undead horse guy or something. I don't know what he is. He looks cool though. Oh, there it is. Equaddron. A bipedal warhorse, which is not something I ever thought I would say. He looks like a bad guy, but the blurb on the cover leads me to believe that he's a good guy. I guess it doesn't really matter. The limit is your imagination. Already, I've talked too much about things that don't matter. Let's start looking at this figure. First off, just a quick look at the box. Was not expecting such a nice collector's piece box with this. I also didn't realize how big it would be. Beautiful artwork as always. Okay, man, is he large. You guys know I have very short arms, so it's difficult for me to reach out far and be able to get him in my camera view. He just doesn't want to fit in frame because he's so big. Yeah, when we ordered this, I had no idea that he was brute scale or whatever. But yes, he is much larger than your typical Mythic Legions figure. Very impressive piece. He is extremely top heavy. Not only does he have a big armored horsey skull, but he's got a big chunky upper torso, and then relatively slender short legs. They aren't slender or short, just in conjunction to the top half, it seems that way. So you have to get him in a very specific pose to get him to stand still, otherwise he'll wobble a lot. This tail serves as kind of a balance, but it is loose under there. It doesn't take much to move it around, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. I think I'd have preferred it if it were more on a fixed point. That way you could lift it up or have it serve as a tripod kind of thing. But man, I do find it hard to complain about Mythic Legions because I just love them so much. Maybe I'm biased. The sculpt work, especially on the head, is beautiful. Very weird creature. Bipedal warhorse that's also like half dead, right? I mean, but then his mandible is on the outside. I'm very confused by him. It doesn't have to make sense, it's fantasy. But it does make me wonder how this creature came to be. I think there was some mad science going on here, or some mad alchemy. I really love the inclusion of soft goods fur here. Feels nice too. The head is on a very large ball joint. So you got not only this neck piece, but the head is on there separately. It grants it a little bit more range of movement. The jaw does not articulate, it is closed forevermore. Oopsie. Pretty big, robust joint. Get back on there. And you can't move his head around that much without popping it off. Big, chunky joints. Ooh, this one just came out. Yeah, his pieces seem to want to pop out easily, but I think that's just because I have to put so much force on the joints to move them. You know, he's just a fresh figure. I haven't put him in hot water. The joints are crunchy, but, you know, it's Mythic Legions articulation, which I never have had a problem with. I know they're a little bit limited for some people, but just the sheer artistry of these figures is more important to me. Everyone has their own opinions and things they're looking for in figure collecting, and I tend to just want something that looks, you know, unique and well made. And Mythic Legions really scratches that itch for me. We saw this earlier a little bit, but he's got a chainmail butt, which is good. That way his butt will be protected if anyone stabs him there. Personally, and this has nothing to do with any kind of real criticism or anything, but I wish that the armor pieces were a different color. They're a really cool looking bronze, but for a creature that's gray and black, I don't know, I maybe would have preferred it to be more blue or metallic black. And that's just sheerly personal opinion. It looks like this horsey neck and the torso are one piece. You got some movement on the waist there hidden by this. Mythic Legions, I know the whole point is that you can kind of swap pieces around and customize, but that's not really something I've ever really wanted to do with these. There are so many pieces I like just on their own. Another big joint there. Oh. Yeah, the knee doesn't move that much. Luckily his feet are huge, and that really helps in positioning him, because otherwise I don't think he would want to stand. The thing about a horse is that they're prone to want to stand on 4 legs. This guy only has 2, so it's a problem for him. So the listing for this said that it would only come with the figure, so I was really surprised when it came with not only the box, but these accessories. I guess originally he came with a shirt and a pin and stuff. Since this was an in-stock sale, we didn't get those, but that is fine. Stand up. Stand up. There you go. It takes a bit. So he comes with these 2 dual-wielding maces. Oh no! My boy! You're okay. You're okay. Walk it off. And a sword. The sword is cool. It's got the Mythic Legion's logo on it, or I guess the Equaddron logo, which is also pretty much the Mythic Legion's logo. As always, the weapons look amazing. The finishing on those is great. I think I will prefer him dual-wielding these rather than holding just the sword, but the sword is super cool. I love that the hilt is that logo. Just details like those really make Mythic Legion special to me. Silica packet. Don't need it. So the hands are very stiff, so I had to heat them up in hot water. Hot, not warm, and that was the only way these maces would fit in. The tops of these do come off, so that makes it a little bit easier to put them into the hands, just so you don't have to worry about this sharp, pointy edge. Just for reference, this is what a standard Mythic Legion's figure looks like in comparison. So yeah, he is a big boy. But he is a bipedal warhorse, so I guess that's to be expected. But yeah, the reason I didn't get him the first time he rolled around was I just wasn't sold on him for some reason, but now that I have him, I realize how stupid that was. Don't be a dumb idiot. Get this figure if you can. I don't mean to be pushy, but it's great. He doesn't have the eyes of a warrior, though. They look a little doleful. I think he's a gentle soul at heart. That's just a theory. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I will try to respond to comments in a timely manner, but as I said, convention season has rolled around, so I might not get to it right away. Thank you everyone who watched. Let me know your Equaddron opinions in the comments if you want. Or don't, but I'll never know you have opinions unless you say them. So likes and subscribes are very much appreciated, comments are more than welcome, and I will see you guys on the next one.